What if I told you that one of the world's biggest pop stars and one of the NFL's biggest champions didn't just fall into love by accident? Behind the glamorous photos and viral headlines is a story full of secret strategies, unexpected wingmen, and a twist straight out of a Hollywood rom-com.
This is all because Taylor's the biggest and the best thing possible.
Yeah, of course.
You kind of would hope that if somebody's going to choose you, they're going to choose you along with all the things that have hurt you in the past.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are now officially engaged, and the road to that garden proposal is the stuff of modern fairy tales. Wait until you hear how it all unfolded. From a failed friendship bracelet to a billion-dollar romance, every step of their journey has left fans more invested than ever. And now, with the engagement confirmed, the question everyone's asking is, what comes next for the world's most talked about couple, the crush and the bracelet plan?
So I don't know how the fuck I did it.
Well, you did it because you said you called around on
Yeah, no, 100%. I know exactly how I did it.
Travis Kelce had admired Taylor Swift long before the world caught on. He wasn't just another fan in the crowd, he had a strategy in mind. In July 2023, when Taylor's Eras tour rolled into Arrowhead Stadium, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end saw his opportunity. He attended the concert in his private box, singing along like millions of other Swifties. But his focus was on something far bigger. Travis came prepared with a friendship bracelet, a playful tradition among Swift's fans, but with a twist.
So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
He had carefully added his phone number into the beads, a bold move that showed both confidence and creativity.
Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it.
The plan was simple. Get that bracelet into Taylor's hands, creating a story that would blend fan culture with genuine romance. It was the kind of gesture that perfectly captured his personality.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
Lighthearted, clever, and a little daring. But the moment he envisioned didn't happen. Taylor doesn't meet fans before or after her shows, saving her energy for a marathon set list of 40-plus songs. So instead of a fairy tale handoff, Travis was left holding the bracelet, wondering if his chance had slipped away. Still, this small setback planted the seed of what would soon become one of the most talked about love stories in the world. The invitation that changed everything. While the bracelet plan may not have worked, it didn't stop Travis from trying again. Rather than retreat into the background, he went even bigger. On his New Heights podcast, which he co-hosts with his brother Jason, Travis admitted he was disappointed, but decided to shoot his shot in a very public way. He casually extended an open invitation, suggesting that Taylor should come to one of his NFL games. This wasn't just playful banter, it was a bold declaration heard by millions, and it worked. In September 2023, Taylor stunned the sports world when she accepted, showing up at Arrowhead Stadium to watch Travis play. Cameras caught every moment, from her cheering in the suite next to his mom, Donna, to the way she smiled when the Chiefs scored. Overnight, the whispers turned into headlines, and the trailer buzz took off like wildfire. For Travis, that game was more than a career highlight. It was proof that persistence pays off. Fans were quick to point out how unusual it was for Taylor to make such a public move so early on, but that only fueled the fascination. What started as a lighthearted invite transformed into a cultural phenomenon, making their budding romance impossible to ignore. Behind the cheers and the headlines, though, something deeper was already taking shape. A genuine connection built on shared courage and curiosity. The Cupids and insiders. While the world assumed Travis was just another celebrity chasing a superstar, there was more going on behind the scenes. Unbeknownst to him, he already had allies working quietly in his favor. When Taylor performed at Arrowhead Stadium, she used the Chiefs' locker room as her dressing area. While she prepared for the show, her younger cousins explored the space and snapped pictures in front of Travis's locker. Those innocent moments hinted at something bigger. Her family already thought highly of him. But it didn't stop with family. People within Taylor's inner circle were gently encouraging her to take notice of the two-time Super Bowl champion. They knew his reputation on and off the field, and many saw him as someone who could match Taylor's energy, values, and lifestyle. Travis wasn't just being pushed by fans online, there were voices close to Taylor vouching for him, quietly nudging her to give the football star a chance. In a way, It was almost as if Travis had his own secret squad of matchmakers. While he may have thought his persistence alone was what drew Taylor's attention, the truth is, he had a team of silent cupids cheering him on. And when Taylor finally decided to act, it proved that their support had made a difference. Taylor makes the first move. Here's the twist that stunned fans around the world. Taylor Swift didn't just sit back and wait. After hearing about Travis's failed Bracelet plan, she decided to take control of the story herself. Instead of ignoring it, she reached out directly, sending him a message that opened the door to what would soon become the most famous romance of the year. Travis later described the moment as bold and refreshing, saying he was impressed by her confidence. For a man used to being in the spotlight, it was rare to be caught off guard, but Taylor managed to do just that. Her decision to make the first move showed not only interest, but also a sense of playfulness that matched his energy. This private exchange changed everything. What started as a headline about a bracelet became a genuine conversation between two people who lived in completely different worlds. Taylor, one of the biggest music icons on the planet, and Travis, a decorated NFL champion, suddenly had a line of communication that no one else knew about. Fans later joked that it sounded like the beginning of one of Taylor's own songs, a failed romantic gesture, a second chance, and a surprise message that flipped the story upside down. But unlike her lyrics, this wasn't a heartbreak ballad. It was the start of something real. A private romance begins. Before the headlines, before the viral clips of Taylor cheering from luxury suites, there was a quiet chapter no one knew about. After Taylor made the first move, she and Travis carved out time away from flashing cameras and curious fans. This early phase became their foundation. They went on simple dates, shared conversations without pressure, and laughed without worrying about who might be watching. Taylor later explained that these private weeks were essential. She values time out of the spotlight, and for once, she found a partner who respected that balance. Travis wasn't in a rush to parade their connection. He wanted to build trust first. This made their bond stronger than anyone realized. By the time fans saw Taylor at her first Chiefs game in September 2023, the couple had already been together for weeks. She later laughed at the idea that it was a first date, saying they'd never be dramatic enough to hard launch a relationship that way. That private stretch of time gave them the confidence to step out publicly when they were ready. It also proved that what they shared wasn't just a headline-driven fling, it was something genuine that had been growing in secret. Going public and family support. When Taylor and Travis finally went public, the reaction was massive. Their hand-in-hand stroll in New York, after a surprise SNL appearance, confirmed what fans had been speculating for weeks. From that point on, their romance was no longer a rumor. It was official. Taylor quickly connected with Travis's family, sitting with his mom Donna at Chiefs games and sharing lighthearted moments with his brother Jason. Travis, on the other hand, embraced the attention proudly, speaking about Taylor with admiration and care. Their public outings weren't just headlines, they showed a couple confident in blending their worlds and standing side by side. Fans loved seeing Taylor cheer from the suites, while Travis supported her with equal enthusiasm at her concerts. It was proof that both were ready to live their relationship openly, no matter how big the spotlight. Grand gestures and global support. Travis didn't just say he cared, he proved it through action. When Taylor performed in Argentina during her world tour, Travis boarded a plane to stand in the crowd and cheer her on. Fans captured videos of him singing along, smiling from ear to ear, and celebrating when Taylor even gave him a playful nod during her performance. Moments like these showed he wasn't just her boyfriend, he was also her biggest fan. Back in the States, Travis went the extra mile in another way. He bought a multi-million-dollar home outside Kansas City, offering more privacy for them away from prying eyes. For a man with an already busy career, the move was a clear sign of commitment. He wasn't just making space in his life for Taylor, he was building a life where she could feel comfortable too. And it didn't stop there. From traveling across continents to support her in Australia and Singapore, to dancing along with the crowd like a true Swiftie, Travis showed a side of himself that fans rarely get to see. These grand gestures weren't about publicity, they were about love, and they made it clear he was willing to go anywhere, do anything, to stand by her side. The fairy tale engagement. After months of speculation, their story reached a new high point in August 2025. Taylor and Travis announced their engagement on Instagram with a playful caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." The post immediately went viral, racking up millions of likes within hours and left fans around the world in awe. The proposal itself was pure romance. Travis had planned an intimate garden setup at his Missouri home with candles, flowers, and a vintage-inspired engagement ring that perfectly matched Taylor's timeless style. The centerpiece was an old mine brilliant cut diamond, carefully designed with Artifact's fine jewelry to reflect elegance without being flashy. It wasn't just about the ring, it was about creating a moment that felt personal and unforgettable. Travis later admitted on his New Heights podcast that he wanted to make the proposal unique to Taylor, not a copy of someone else's big moment. He confessed that even as a professional athlete used to pressure, he felt nervous and emotional when he got down on one knee. But when Taylor said yes, the nerves turned to pure joy. Close friends and family revealed that they knew almost immediately after it happened, as Taylor and Travis couldn't hold back their excitement. His mom, Donna, called it a dream come true, while fans hailed it as the beginning of a true fairy tale ending. For once, the world's biggest pop star and an NFL champion weren't just dating. They were preparing to build a life together. What's next in their love story? From a missed bracelet handoff to an engagement that made headlines around the world, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's romance has unfolded like a story no one could have scripted. It's been full of surprises, heartfelt moments, and milestones that fans will remember for years. Now, with the proposal behind them, the question isn't whether their love is real. It's how they'll shape the next chapter together. Speculation is already running wild. Some believe Taylor and Travis might plan a celebration that brings together two of the biggest fan bases on the planet, Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom. Others imagine a more private event where the couple focuses on close friends, family, and creating memories away from flashing cameras. Whatever direction they choose, it's clear the world will be watching. Beyond the wedding, people are asking how they'll balance their busy careers. Taylor is still dominating global tours, and Travis remains at the peak of his NFL career. Yet both have shown a willingness to support each other no matter the distance, proving that teamwork isn't just for the field or the stage. It's part of their relationship. Then comes the bigger question. Could this love story grow into something even larger, like building a family together? While neither has shared those details, their shared values, deep respect, and admiration suggest a future that extends far beyond the spotlight. One thing is certain, Taylor and Travis aren't just a couple, they're a cultural moment, rewriting what it means to blend two worlds of fame and still find something genuine. Their journey shows that love can start with a simple idea, survive the noise of public attention, and blossom into a commitment that feels timeless. So what do you think? Will their wedding become the defining event of this decade? Or is the best part of their story still waiting to unfold? Drop your thoughts below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next big chapter in this modern fairy tale.